Coach, the team kept fighting to the end. What was the mindset going into halftime, and how did you guys continue to keep motivated throughout the entire game? I know it was a slow start at first, but overall, this team just kept fighting and fighting.
We absolutely, that was very disappointing. That was a very disappointing football game. We did a poor job of getting the guys ready. We absolutely played the worst that we played the entire season defensively in the first quarter. Simple zone plays, simple seam patterns. I mean, we just did a very, very poor job. It's very, very disappointing to be 1 week to play at one level and then the next week to play like that. So I thought we took a giant step forward last week, giant step backward today. So it's frustrating, very, very frustrating. And it's about leadership. You got to take accountability. And, our guys were flat, came out. I mean, just simple stuff. Guys are supposed to be playing a run or dropping into pass. I mean, it was really, really, and we had some injuries. We had Maya down. We had the same people out last week. Jonah showed a lot of heart trying to play, but very frustrating today because we just dug a hole that we couldn't get out of. I mean, again, that's what I told them. It's great to fight back and to come back and all that, but we should have never been in that situation. I mean, we give up 21 points in the first quarter and then give up 0 in the second quarter. I mean, and then the 2 touchdowns we gave up the second half. We made critical errors like we haven't made all year. We got 3rd down and 5. We got a blitz on. We're supposed to be pressed up. We're playing off and just an uncontested deal. So just really, really frustrating. I couldn't get any rhythm offensively. Obviously they deserve the win. They're the better team, but we got a lot of work to do to get better. It can't be that inconsistent. Play one way 1 week and then play like that the next week. And so we got a lot of work to do. Got to go to work. Got 1 more week to play, get ready for UNLV, and we've got to get better and build on a positive note next week. We've done a lot of positive things, but today surely wasn't one of them. The first quarter was absolutely as frustrating as I've ever been, and that's all me. That's all me getting our coaching staff, getting our guys ready to play. Thought we were ready to play. Our guys, we had a good week of practice. There was no indicators there. For whatever reason, we didn't do a very good job, and that all starts and ends with our coaches and our leadership. So it's a disappointing day.
Ethan, your question?
It just seems that teams are also taking what you're giving them. What are you guys showing that they want to keep attacking with their run game?
No, we wasn't giving them anything. We're trying to stop the run. I mean, they're lining up in 4 wide receivers and running a zone play. And we've got guys dropping into coverage instead of reading their keys and playing the run. We did things today we hadn't done all year. That's what was frustrating. I mean, we just didn't play with any energy getting off blocks. And at times we did some really good things. I mean, we hit the quarterback early. We were wanting to hit him. We hit him twice pretty good. We just never stopped the run. I mean, we just line up, just run the ball all over. Simple running plays, nothing complex. They run a counter play out of 3-by-1 that we've played I don't know how many times over and over and over, and it goes all the way to the house. You're not. It was all about us, not showing up and playing, and that's getting your guys prepared to play, and that was disappointing. So I'm disappointed and as a head coach, I got to get our guys ready to play. Obviously, we didn't play good enough on any phase. We didn't any phase. I mean, we execute that onside kick at the end. We still got a chance to win the game. And we with the guys that are faking and disguising it, you got to have 4 guys on the other side of the kicker. And guy gets overzealous. And I mean, that is just frustrating. And that's coaching. Baron, we got a lot of work to do. We got a long way to go to develop the elite discipline it takes to be successful, but we are getting there. I was very pleased with Kawali. He's a guy that epitomizes what our program is going to be about. And man, you see him get in there and competing his tail off. And that's all it was today, is that we didn't get our guys to come and compete the way that we have. I mean, this is the first week that I can say that I'm disappointed in how we competed. And it really was just digging a hole in the first quarter, and then we come out in the second quarter. But I mean, we got to score points. We're not obviously out of rhythm and not executing anywhere near where we need to be offensively. So we got a lot of work to do, but again, no finger pointing. It's all on me. Getting guys ready to play. We've got to do a better job because our guys were flat today. They were just absolutely. They didn't do anything like that. Everything they did, we had practiced. There was nothing complex about what they did, and the simple stuff. And we just did a poor job of. Just had no energy level. Couldn't get off a block. Had no pursuit on the backside. People are going to break runs from time to time, but we just didn't play very good up front on defensive line. Obviously, we didn't play very good at certain positions on the point of attack. And the thing we were worried about is 84-10, and maybe 84-10 didn't hurt us other than we have a timeout on a 3rd down and 10. We're supposed to be cutting the crosser. We're blitzing. We have a person designated to cut the crosser. We don't cut the crosser. So, just critical errors, probably 4 or 5 critical errors that resulted in 3 or 4 touchdowns, and we just can't do that. And that's just not being, doing a poor job of being prepared. And we just got to get better. It's just disappointing to play like that. And especially when we played like we did last week. And obviously I think San Jose State is, like I told y'all before, I think they are probably the best team we've played so far, but they're not that good. We made them look a lot better because we spotted them 21 points in the first quarter.
Alan, your question?
If you take out that first quarter, you guys actually outscore them, but are you too late in the season to have moral victories like that with the resolve of your team?
That doesn't make me feel one bit better. It nauseates me that we give someone 21 points. We're down 21-0 to a team that we shouldn't be. And that's, we just got a lot of work to do to establish and you can't, there's no, we're not out for a good showing. We're going to build a championship program. I think we've shown signs of that. And part of that is being a team that can play defense. And man, I haven't felt worse about a quarter in a long time than I felt about that first quarter. And, that's just something we can't have happen. We can't take that kind of step backward. We got to get our guys ready to play. And we didn't do that as a coaching staff. And so we just got to get better. Go to work and get better. We still got a long way to go to get in the rhythm to do what we want to do offensively as well. So we got a lot of work to be done on all 3 phases. Man, I thought Stack punted the ball great today. He really got us out of some holes, but our coverage team was terrible on that. I thought we kicked off well and did a good job covering kickoffs. But our kickoff return, we keep taking the ball inside our 20-yard line, which is, we're specifically saying if we don't have a perfect return ball to fair catch it, so we get it on the 25. There's a lot of undisciplined stuff, and that's coaching. We got to get guys bought into that type of stuff. And I want to make sure, I give them credit. They were a better team than us today. They outplayed us today. They deserve credit because we're playing a good team too.
Awesome. Last question goes to you, Kalani.
Coach, got to ask you about the timeouts. I imagine that wasn't ideal for you. What kind of happened there?
Well, we can't get substitution in. We're in 4th and 1, and we're just basic substitution that we do. We're trying to get our 4 down front in there. We didn't get the right people on the field. Then I think we had 12 guys on the field one time, 10 guys the other time. And so I had to burn 2 timeouts. The one earlier in the game, when we burned the timeout, that should not have been a timeout for us because they didn't declare we had a first down when we were on offense. When we were on offense, they kind of looked at it. They didn't put first down up right away, and they got to reset the clock on that one. So that was one that probably shouldn't have been counted against us. The 2 on defense are absolutely asinine. But we got to do a better job getting our guy. We had the wrong personnel on the field. We were in nickel, and then it was a short yardage. It was a 4th and 1 situation. We're trying to get our 4 down front in the game, and our 5th nickel back stayed in the game, and so that was frustrating. But no, those timeouts are should not happen. those are errors that are unforced errors that are just stuff we've done all year long. We've never had we hadn't been problems with that. And then all of a sudden it shows up. And obviously we had, you know, Jonah Laulu was out. He played about, I think, 20 snaps, just trying to fight through it, showing great courage. But he, you know, he really wasn't able to play today. And then Maya being out, causes that. But, you know, this is something we do every day in practice. So shouldn't be burning timeouts like that. And that was a big deal. I mean, we wound up going down and scoring. I mean, I think we should have got out of bounds a bunch in our 2-minute offense, or just a whole bunch of things that we got to do to get better. And we just wasn't our best effort today. And the timeouts were inexcusable.